Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in, clicking on to this little talk. The peace of Christ be with you. This is a reflection on the Gospel passage for the 16th Sunday in Ordinary Time. It's a story that Jesus tells about a farmer who sows wheat seed in his field. But what grows in that field is not just wheat, but weeds. His workers say, "We only planted wheat. Where did all the weeds come from?" Good question. Where does all the stuff that wrecks and spoils and chokes out life come from? You're having a great day out with your family, and all of a sudden a backseat argument flares up from nowhere and there's World War III amongst the children. And you think, where did all that come from? You plan out a perfect lesson or project or party and you've thought of everything. But then some tiny thing from nowhere appears and all of a sudden things start spinning out of control. And you think, where did all that come from? In Jesus' story, you're a farmer and you and your helpers carefully prepare a field and only plant good seed, and then one day it's full of weeds and you're like, where did all that come from? Where did all that come from? Good question. I know these are simplified pictures, and there's lots of reasons we can identify to explain why things get spoiled and don't work out. But there's more to it than that. There's a mystery to why some of our simplest and greatest and noblest plans and hopes and schemes and dreams and projects hardly ever work out as we'd wanted, as we'd longed for, and why sometimes they just turn to ash and dust. When the weeds find themselves into your field, or your day out, or your evening, or weekend, or parenthood, or work, or friendships, have some kindness. Practice some self-compassion. It's not just you. It's all of us. There's something cosmic to it, that the weeds always find a way in. It's like there's something mysterious, tragic, chaotic, malevolent even, at work in creation that just trips the best of us up. It's not just you. In the gospel story, when the farmer's workers ask him where all the weeds came from, he says, an enemy has done this. The hint is, there's something at work in creation that does not want us or creation itself to flourish and be well. The workers in the story say, let's just yank up all the weeds right now. Well, sometimes you can and you should do some weeding. But there's times when you can't simply put things right. The farmer says, if we did that right now, we'd destroy the wheat as well. We'd pull up its roots. For now, all we can do is wait. The time for a careful untangling of the wheat and the weeds will come, but it's not now. Sometimes our anxiety to get rid of the weeds is worse than the weeds themselves. Our desire for a perfect field has led to the overuse of pesticides. Our desire to get rid of every type of illness has led to an overuse of antibiotics. The anxiety to have a perfect evening, dinner, home, holiday, hair or skin or career or children can destroy us. Have you ever lived with a compulsive improver? It's complicated. You need a great deal of wisdom, humility, and patience. Whisper it carefully, but there are some problems in life that can only be solved by doing nothing, by silence. There are things that no medicine, politics, therapy, or heavy-handed intervention can put right. It is what it is. Sometimes learning to live with the weeds, with acceptance, with patience, with the help and love of community and friendship is the best strategy we have. The fact that God doesn't sort out everything straight away is not because he doesn't care. This side of the grave, we don't have all the answers, but part of the answer is that destroying evil is not God's first priority. No, it's saving you and all that is good. God doesn't want to uproot the weeds if it means killing the wheat, losing you. A few years ago I had cancer and I asked my oncologist if he could cure it. Oh, he said, that's not a problem. Getting rid of cancer is easy. It's doing it in a way that doesn't kill you that's hard. Maybe that's a tiny clue for how it is with evil and creation. God will only do it in a way that saves everything that is good. For the time being, let us trust all that is evil, all that we can't, damn it, fix or put right. Let us trust all of that to the fire of God's love. That's what fire is in the gospel. It's the fire of divine love. It will only burn in us what was never meant to be. It cleanses, it cures, it saves. Our task is to keep our hearts and lives open to the good seed. You come together to pray with your sisters and brothers. That's putting good seed into your life. You come to listen to God's word and let your heart be shaped by it. That's putting good seed into your life. You've come to receive Jesus in the bread of the altar. That's putting good seed, the finest wheat, into your life.